Well, it's a brand new day. I'm so glad you're here, and I wanted to go over just a short idea in the midst of all this crisis that's going on in the world right now, because it doesn't really matter what's happening out in the world. We still have to function as individuals. And I told you a while ago, I was really seeing my future as old women, and I was actually doing some searches on that term and came up with some disturbing imagery and clusters around that term. And I thought, well, that's not me. I'm not looking to hook up. So I wanted to change that name from Old Woman to Survival Road Sisters, and I'll explain why on the other side. So if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I've had that word survival road for a really long time. And I made a video a while back about how women are more oriented towards health, men are more oriented towards survival. And then there's a tiny group of women who get what survival is all about and why it's so important. And it encompasses everything, because health is the backbone of survival. And so to me, they're indistinguishable. To me, survival is really this idea about wanting to live no matter what road we are on, and that life is a journey, life is a road. So it's not meaningful to everybody, but it's meaningful to me, and I just happen to like it. And if you've also followed me for a while, you know I talk a lot about this little book called Two Old Women. And it's the story of two women, one's 75, one's 80, in a northern Alaskan tribe, couple hundred years ago, 200 years ago, I'm not sure how long ago. But it's a tale of these two women who, it was such a brutal winter that their tribe left them behind to die because they couldn't feed them and they were old and they didn't contribute. And so these two women were left alone and they had to make the decision, would we choose to survive or are we going to lay down and die? And at 75 and 80, they picked themselves up, they walked, and they made that decision. And that's really the mentality of people that I want to find. These are the women that I want to find. The ones that get, it doesn't matter what's going on out there. It doesn't matter where you are today. We're responsible for our own survival, and we can only do the best we can. But we can all do so much more than we really thought we could. And I think there's this huge missing piece in our world right now where we like to connect. We're relational. We want to come together. We want to gather. And, I think what was key for these two women is they had each other. They could lean on each other. So when one was having a bad day, the other one could lift them up. And when they were both having a bad day, they could commiserate a little bit. And when they were having a good day, they could celebrate. And the other thing that I really took away from that book is that it's never too late, that you have all kinds of internal wisdom in you. It just needs to be reactivated sometime. And that's really what I'm excited about doing with you guys. And I had someone I've been emailing with a while ago sign off Road Sisters. And I thought, I really like that because I've been doing road culture, road rules. I've been doing the road thing for a while. And so I looked up Road Sisters, and there's not a big thing on that term, but there's some, motorcycle girls, some other stuff. But I like Survival Road Sisters because to me that really encompasses, there's unity, there's a coming together with a common person, is to live and to continue to move our lives forward. And I'm not going to spoil the book for you, but I am just saying hi and talking about this idea that I just think there's this deep longing for women to come together and gather. And as the world becomes crazier and crazier, we're at a point where survival is getting to be a real question and a real issue. And those are the things I like to think about. Not, the magical special formulas, not the esoteric wisdom, which I think about on my own time, but the super practical, the super foundational, the super functional things we as women bring to the party, our skills, our energy, our focus, our value. And as older women, I think that's even more important, and that it's getting lost in the mix. And that's nobody's responsibility but our own to take that back within ourselves and decide what we want to turn around and share with the world. And that's what I want to share. I want to share that it's good to be a woman. It's good to have strong feminine energy. And what does that mean in the world today? And how do we share it? How do we come together? So I don't have all the answers. I just have a need to do this kind of work with you. So I'm just saying hi, and I hope that you'll subscribe. I hope you'll follow along as we sort of extend this journey and just see where it goes. Because right now, I'm in a situation where I can't pick up and do much, but I'm just trying to lay that groundwork of finding you, of collecting women around ideas so that you will be hopefully inspired to start some kind of gathering in your own community. This is a local idea, not a web-based idea. But this is where we all are. So this is just me saying hi, sort of making that transition from this idea of old women to survival road sisters. Because I like people like me who are like hardcore and all in, but still, even though I may dress a little masculine, still want to know the feminine within me. I want to bring what's powerful and strong and beautiful and graceful and dignity and all those positive things about the feminine from within me out into the world. And these are just my baby steps forward. So there's links below. I hope you'll subscribe. I hope you'll follow along. I hope you take a deep breath, and I will see you next time.